National Electrical Code Section 402.6b permits the installation of non-metallic sheath cable, or NM cable, on the surface of framing members, provided those members are at least 1 and 1/4 inches thick. It is important to ensure that no staples or nails penetrate the cable itself during installation. When installing NM cable in an unfinished garage, where the framing is exposed, it is allowable to run the cable directly on the surface of the tukes for framing, as long as the 1 and 1/4 inch thickness requirement is met. The cable must be securely fastened to the framing members using appropriate cable staples or straps designed for NM cable, and installed per the manufacturer's instructions. Remember, ensure that the staples are not driven in too tightly, which could damage the cable jacket, and avoid any contact with nails or screws driven into the framing. Always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local amendments, as well as the local electrical inspector, to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards that govern the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. Understanding and adhering to the NEC is essential for anyone performing electrical work. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to always refer to the latest edition. When working with electrical systems, safety should be the top priority. Always energize the circuit before working on any wiring. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and insulated gloves. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. Before beginning any electrical work, it is crucial to plan the layout of the wiring. Determine the location of outlets, switches, and lighting fixtures, and map out the cable runs. This will help to ensure that the wiring is installed efficiently and safely. When running NM cable, it is important to avoid any sharp ends or kinks in the cable. These can damage the cable and reduce its current carrying capacity. Always use appropriate cable clamps or connectors to secure the cable to boxes and other enclosures. When connecting wires to devices such as outlets and switches, it is important to make sure that the connections are tight and secure. Loose connections can cause overheating and create a fire hazard. Always use the correct size wire for the circuit. The size of the wire is determined by the amperage of the circuit. Using undersized wire can cause the wire to overheat and create a fire hazard. When installing outlets and switches, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions. Make sure that the devices are properly grounded and that the wires are connected to the correct terminals. When installing lighting fixtures, it is important to make sure that fixtures are properly supported and that the wiring is protected from damage. If you are installing recessed lighting fixtures, it is important to make sure that the fixtures are rated for the type of insulation that is used in the ceiling. When running NM cable through walls or ceilings, it is important to protect the cable from damage. This can be done by running the cable through conduit or by using cable protectors. When running NM cable underground, it is important to use direct burial cable. Direct burial cable is designed to withstand the harsh conditions of underground environments. When working with electrical systems, it is important to be aware of the potential hazards. Electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take precautions to protect yourself from injury. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. Electrical boxes are essential components of any electrical system, providing a safe enclosure for wiring connections and protecting them from damage. There are different types of electrical boxes available, each designed for specific applications. Plastic electrical boxes are commonly used in residential wiring due to their low cost and ease of installation. They are non-conductive, which helps to prevent electrical shock. Metal electrical boxes are more durable than plastic boxes and are often used in commercial and industrial applications. They provide better protection for wiring in harsh environments. When selecting electrical boxes, it is important to choose the correct size for the application. The size of the box is determined by the number of wires and devices that will be installed in it. Overcrowding a box can create a fire hazard. When installing electrical boxes, it is important to make sure that they are properly supported and that the wiring is protected from damage. The National Electrical Code provides specific requirements for the installation of electrical boxes. These requirements are designed to ensure the safety of electrical systems. Grounding is an important safety feature of electrical systems. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to trip a circuit breaker or fuse and prevent electrical shock. All electrical boxes and devices must be properly grounded. The grounding wire is typically green or bare copper. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are life-saving devices that protect against electrical shock. GFCIs monitor the current flowing in a circuit and trip if they detect a difference between the outgoing and return current. This difference indicates that current is leaking to ground, which could cause an electrical shock. GFCIs are required in areas where there is a risk of water contact, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor outlets. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are devices that protect against electrical fires. AFCIs monitor the current flowing in a circuit and trip if they detect an arc fault. Arc faults are dangerous electrical discharges that can ignite flammable materials. AFCIs are required in many areas of the home, such as bedrooms and living rooms. Electrical permits are required for many types of electrical work. Permits ensure that the work is performed safely and in accordance with the National Electrical Code and local regulations. Before beginning any electrical work, it is important to check with your local building department to determine if a permit is required. Electrical inspections are performed by qualified electrical inspectors to ensure that electrical work is done safely and in accordance with the National Electrical Code and local regulations. After completing any electrical work, it is important to have it inspected by a qualified electrical inspector. Remember to consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local amendments to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Always prioritize safety when working with electrical systems, and do not hesitate to seek professional assistance if needed. It is better to consult a qualified electrician than risk injury or property damage due to improper wiring. The code dictates acceptable wiring methods. Using appropriate fasteners is vital for the safety and longevity of the electrical installation. Securing the NM cable at intervals specified by the NEC is a must. Furthermore, protection against physical damage is also an important consideration, especially in a garage environment where tools and equipment are frequently moved around. While running an NM cable exposed and the framing is permissible, assess the likelihood of physical damage. If damage is probable, consider using a more robust wiring method, such as conduit. Remember, the aim is to create a safe and reliable electrical system that will serve you well for years to come. A detail to consider is ensuring that the cable is supported adequately along its run, following the NEC guidelines for support intervals, preventing sagging and potential strain on the cable connections. In addition, pay close attention to how the cable is routed around corners and through framing members. Sharp ends can damage the cable and reduce its lifespan. Use appropriate bending techniques and protective measures to ensure that the cable is properly supported and protected throughout its entire run. When making connections in electrical boxes, ensure that all wire connections are secure and properly tightened. Loose connections can cause arcing, overheating, and even electrical fires. Use wire connectors that are appropriate for the wire size and type, and always follow the manufacturer's instructions. Also, be sure to properly ground all electrical boxes and devices to provide a safe path for fault current in the event of a short circuit. Grounding helps to protect against electrical shock and reduce the risk of fire. Remember that local electrical codes and regulations may vary, so it's always a good practice to check with your local building department or electrical inspector to ensure that your wiring installation complies with all applicable requirements. They can provide valuable guidance and help you avoid costly mistakes or safety hazards. In addition to the code requirements, consider the long-term durability of your wiring installation. Garages can be subject to temperature extremes, moisture, and other environmental factors that can affect the lifespan of electrical components. Choose materials and installation methods that are appropriate for the garage environment to ensure that your wiring will last for many years to come. Regularly inspect your electrical system for any signs of damage or wear. Look for things like cracked or frayed wires, loose connections, and corroded components. Address any issues promptly to prevent them from escalating into more serious problems. By following these best practices and staying informed about the latest electrical codes and regulations, you can ensure that your garage wiring installation is safe, reliable, and compliant. Doing electrical work safely requires knowledge, skill, and attention to detail. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician. They have the training, experience, and tools to do the job safely and correctly.